It is Sunday, July 17th in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
And we are back with our three favorite picks of the day. We got two game picks, one no in first inning, the final day before the MLB All-Star break. Logan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. As you mentioned, let's just have a great day going in the All-Star break. Baseball changes a lot post All-Star break. If you don't know what I mean, bet a full year like I did last year. You understand exactly what I mean. But we're gonna have a winning day today. And if you aren't subscribed to our channel, you really should hit that subscribe button, because Austin and we're gonna be continuing this post All-Star break push. So you definitely want to be a part of it.
I agree. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. We'll be back again. So you might be thinking, Austin and Logan, man, I'm going to miss your guys' faces. You're normally part of my routine. Don't worry. Tuesday morning, we'll have a podcast live at 8 a.m. We'll be talking all about some post-All-Star break predictions, so definitely tune into that. Obviously, we won't have a video Monday or Wednesday, but then we'll be back same time, the Thursday morning. And let's hop into a recap from yesterday. You can see I'm going to change the scenery, so I can't pop up our Twitter recap that we always post on Twitter. If you aren't following us, go follow us on all our social medias, at Calling Our Shot on Twitter, Instagram. We had a brutal day yesterday. It was a 1-2 day. NRFI Nation comes back with a sweep. I'm going to have to pull out my flag in a second. Or NRFI Nation saves us from a reverse sweep. Now, Pirates, oh God, I had Pirates plus 0.5 in the first 5. We got sold by an error that cost us. It was with 2 outs. The error happened. Would have been a tie game. We should have hit. And then the Rangers lose 2-1. They gave up a home run. But either way, we're going to keep getting into it. We both got game picks for today. So Logan, I'm going to let you start this one off. We actually have one new All-Star, Steve O'Booze. I appreciate you for supporting the channel. Thank you all so much. But Logan, what do you got for the people today?
Yeah, I got a pick that's going to be so popular in the comments. I'm ready for it, right? I'm riding the Bronx Bombers today. Yes, I'm going Yankees run line, so -0.5 in the first 5 versus the Red Sox. Currently -120 odds on FanDuel. I expect the value to probably change on that one, so place it before you can, because the public will probably be all over this one. Momentum is a thing in baseball. Look, I'm not doing any line reading. The line read that I read was the final score yesterday of the Yankees obliterating the Boston Red Sox, 14-1 final score. Woof. I mean, if you had Red Sox in any form or fashion in that game, you chalked it up before it even happened, right? And if you had Yankees first 5 yesterday, well, no sweat bet, right? The Yankees won the first 5 8-1 yesterday. Not even competitive. Now, could we duplicate that today? I'd absolutely love it, right? So we need the Yankees to be, leading by 1 or more through 5. And I think they definitely will with their ace, Garrett Cole, on the mound, right? Garrett Cole, 2.03 ERA at home, 2.65 ERA at Yankee Stadium versus Boston. So he's got an under 3 ERA in both these situations. Now, why do I bring that up? Because I tried fading Garrett Cole in his last start at Fenway, which wasn't all too impressive. For some reason, he pitches terribly versus the Red Sox at Fenway, but he dials it back in at Yankee Stadium, which we like to see, right? Now, Boston also not batting all that well at Yankee Stadium, only batting 196 at Yankee Stadium this season, so under 200, and they're facing Garrett Cole. If Garrett Cole's got his stuff working for him, he might be able to keep them scoreless through 5. I don't know. That is asking a lot. As long as you can get out Rafi Devers and his solo blast that he loves, we should be able to get through that Red Sox order. Now, can the Yankees score and give us that first 5 cushion we need? Absolutely. They're facing Chris Sale today, right? Chris Sale, 5 innings pitched, 0 earned runs versus Tampa Bay in his only start this season. So you look at that and you're like, yeah, Chris Sale, rocking that solid ERA. But you know what? I know the type of pitcher Chris Sale is, and these Yankee hitters, they know him too, right? They've seen him before. DJ LeMahieu, 6 for 9 versus Chris Sale. That's pretty solid. Rizzo, 3 for 8. Hicks has seen him a million times, right? He's 10 for 32. Giancarlo Stanton, 3 for 9. Aaron Judge, only 6 for 28, but he's still seen him and he's still hit him. My whole point is that these New York Yankees hitters have seen Chris Sale before. It's been a minute, right? Because he's been down with injuries and everything. But this is a great Yankees home offense, right? 7th in OPS at home, 5th in OPS versus lefties. Sale is a left-handed pitcher, so they should be able to definitely hit him. And also, last point of noting, they're called the Bronx Bombers for a reason, right? They love to hit the dang home run, right? Yankees number 1 in home runs at home this season. It's no surprise when you got a right field Mickey Mouse porch that a fly ball is a home run, but that makes sense. But Chris Sale has given up 5 home runs to Donaldson in 35 at-bats and 3 home runs to DJ LeMahieu in only 9 at-bats. Really interesting. Makes you say, right? So he might toss him a meatball, and the Yankees know exactly what to do with that type of pitch. They should be able to score on Chris Sale, and they should be able to lead by 1 or more through 5 and cash this bet for us and start our day off right. But Austin, what sort of first 5 pick do you got for us?
Yeah, you're right. And come back to the first 5 pick, and you guys can see if I didn't say at the beginning. I mean, I'm in Charlotte right now. Going to enjoy a little bit of time off some baseball, but we're still going to get into it today. Today, I'm going to San Francisco. I'm taking the San Francisco Giants minus 0.5 in the first 5 versus the Milwaukee Brewers minus 110 on BetMGM. Now, similar to Logan, I'm going to need a 1-run lead through at least 5 innings, and I think the Giants are fully capable of that. Now, so far, these two teams have played 3 games this series. It's really a 1-1-1 split. I mean, the Giants won the first 5 in one game, lost the first 5 in another, and then they tied yesterday. In fact, both teams were scoreless through 5 innings yesterday, and it was a barn burner. There weren't a lot of runs scored yesterday. But on the mound today for the Brewers will be a guy by the name of Jason Alexander. And look, I love fading Jason Alexander because he's going to enter with a 4.73 ERA and a 1.68 whip. Look, that whip is not conducive of that ERA. His ERA should be a little bit higher, and Baseball Savant agrees with me as Alexander has a 5.48 expected ERA, which is the 8th percentile in the MLB. He's the 3rd percentile expected batting average of well over 300, first percentile on K percentage and whiff rate. This guy is not striking out a lot of people, and he's not missing a lot of bats. And when we look at this team, Alexander's allowed a 315 batting average, and he doesn't strike out guys. If there's an Achilles heels to this Giants offense, it's striking out. This is a team that you normally see a lot of people trying to play ladders. Well, if you want to play a ladder for Jason Alexander, I guarantee you his starting strikeout line is probably 2.5 or 3.5. That's indicative of a guy that's not going to strike out a lot of batters, which is what we need, because if this Giants team is just swinging in the dirt, we're probably not going to have a good chance of putting up runs. But if they can get us a couple runs, I think I'm confident with that, because on the mound for the Giants will be a man by the name of Logan Webb. Great first name. And look, he enters with an 8-3 record, 2.82 ERA, 1.11 whip. He's arguably their best starter they got to trot out there. He's allowed 7 home runs this year. Now, that's an important number because, 7 home runs is, not a lot in the MLB. You see a lot of guys at like 17 or 18 going into the break. Only 7 home runs. And here comes my knock on wood jinx stat. Logan Webb has allowed 0 home runs at home. This game's at home. And that's important because we're talking about a Brewers offense that is 4th in the MLB in home runs. If someone knows a site where I can find the amount of home runs that equal their total runs, like how much percentage, like let's say they've hit 100 home runs, how much of that does equal their runs scored? I'd imagine the Brewers are up near the top of the league in terms of all their runs coming via a home run, because this is a team that needs that long ball. I mean, like I said, 4th in home runs, but you look at their team, they're like 24th or 21st in hits per game. This is not a team that gets a lot of hits, so they're really relying on the long ball. And for a guy that hasn't allowed a home run at home this year, I like their chances today. So rather than taking the Giants minus 0.5 in the first 5 innings, I do obviously like their full game money line, maybe even their full game run line, but I think they have a lead through 5 innings. And that's who I'll be relying on today, Logan. That's who I'll be counting on. So we're riding with the Giants and the Yankees both in the first 5. But that's not why the people are here, Logan. You know why they're here, and everyone knows. Let's crank it out. We need it. It's NRFI Nation time. Hit 2 in a row with the music on. So of course, the music's going. And yes, we brought the NRFI Nation flag on the road to Charlotte because we can't leave it behind. And today we are going to a game and the Rays and Orioles. We're taking the no-run first inning, 6 quick outs, minus 110 on Barstool Sportsbook to round out our slate. On the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays, we got a man by the name of Corey Kluber. He's been around the league enough, but 13-4 on no-run first innings this year. Look, 2-1 so far this year versus Baltimore, which we like to see. He's obviously seen these bats a good amount as they're a divisional rival. But 2-1 on NRFIs versus Baltimore. We know this Baltimore offense struggled to score in the first inning. They have a good top of their lineup. They got Cedric Mullins, Trey Mancini, a power man, Ryan Mountcastle. Still a team that struggled to score in the first inning. So, look, 30th and first inning runs. I think Kluber can give me those first 3 outs. Please tell me the next guy can, Logan.
Yep, Jordan Lyles, and he's been great in no-run first inning. Say what you want about his stats and say what you want about his ERA. He's 14-4 in NRFIs this year, and that does include a NRFI versus these Tampa Bay Rays already, which is really good to know that he's seen the Tampa Bay bats, and he was able to navigate his way through the order, because Tampa Bay is pretty good in first inning runs. They're 5th in first inning runs. But here's a jinx stat for you, Austin, right? Tampa Bay hasn't scored a first inning run in 5 straight games. I'm knocking on wood right now because it's gonna be 6 straight. I believe in Lyles. The over/under set to 7.5, right? Not a whole lot of offense expected from these two teams, and you know what? That's about on par with what we've seen in the series. Close games, but usually not a whole lot of scoring early. Hope we can duplicate that. Now another NRFI I considered, and this one was a fun play, right? Everyone loves a lunchtime NRFI, right? I do too. And there's a game that kind of stuck out to me, right? Kansas City versus Toronto. I looked at the NRFI in that one. I'm telling you, the first 5 over-under odds just kind of really stuck out to me. I'm like, everyone's going to be going hammering that over at plus value when you got Bubic versus Barrios at 2 really high ERA pitchers. But be careful. I could see that one starting out slow. How about some lunchtime boob, right? We back the boob, lunchtime boob. Maybe a NRFI look in that one. I just wanted to say boobage for Austin one more time, but NRFI Nation, we're gonna cash in this Rays Orioles one. But I'm just telling you, if you got a lunchtime craving, pick the NRFI in that one.
Yeah, Logan, we're going to need to send you to HR for during the All-Star break. But those are our 3 picks of the day. That's all we're going to do. No underdog parlay or anything. We just want to do those 3 plays, get into the All-Star break, kind of crank out some more plays, maybe the second half of the year. So we appreciate all your guys' support for the first half of the MLB season. We'll wrap it up. We'll obviously recap our plays on Twitter or recap on Thursday's video in a couple days. But we appreciate you guys as always. Drop your favorite plays down below in the comments. Thank you guys all for the support first half of the year. We're going to keep going second half of the year. Hopefully do even better than we did in the first half. But we appreciate you guys always. Austin, Logan, we'll catch you guys again, obviously, on that Tuesday podcast. Keep on the lookout for that. And then Thursday morning, we'll be back for some more plays. Go crazy. Let's make some money. We'll see you guys then.